Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Malkin, with me, Bring It On. Let's explore the cairn and discover the mystery behind the dueling knights. The cairn had been built over a series of natural caves improved through excavation. Whoever the knights were, the people who saw to their burial had gone through considerable trouble to honor them. This looks like a secret path. Is not. Oh, beeline for the fight. Yonder comes a courteous knight. Quite a shock in broad daylight. Far more courteous would it be, not to come where all can see. Oh, we didn't get advice for this fight. Nice. Alright. I start making some progress here. I'm gonna go beeline for that chest with not. Olivine? The natural crystals caught the light of the flickering portal as it vanished. Then the chamber is dim and silent. More white bonnet grew here. Donald collected some. Trekking on the plain I went, for gallantry for play. The witch I saw, all crooked bent, he dared look my way. I slew the witch, I slew him well. I slew and slew and slew. A night am I, a gallant one. That's what fair knights do. Say so, buddy. This is quite the fight. Down goes another. Hey, got a key of dross. I have 3 SP. And down goes another. Tiny Ruby Talon Ring. Quite the name. Well, the one guy dropped a key of dross. Maybe I should take out these other guys too. Oh, okay. Well, that worked. Now that the dust had settled and the portal was gone, Donald could see the burial chamber ahead. Excuse me. There was a way to help the knights. It lay within. Say so. Whoops, didn't mean to click through that. There was nothing. No carving, no manuscript, no name scratched in stone. Examine the armored skeletons more closely. There was some difference in their equipment. The Silver Knight had no shield, and there was no mace at the Gold Knight's feet. But otherwise, they were identical. The same armor must have been responsible for their gear. Don was ready to give up. Then he noticed the rings. One was silver. One was gold. No surprises there, but the gold ring was on the finger of the Silver Knight, and the silver ring was on the finger of the Gold Knight. He examined them. They looked simple. Donald could tell no magician, witch, or spirit had tampered with them. Donald removed the rings. Nothing happened. He closely inspected the rings. Alright, same description as before. Donald switched the rings. He gave the gold ring to the gold knight, and the silver to the silver one. The ghosts appeared. My ring, and yours. I thought you were my foe. I thought you were too. He turned to the young witch. We were best of friends. We wore each other's rings, rode to distant lands. A false report that she'd been killed and stripped of that gold armor stirred me to revenge. And I had the same news heard of him, and so went looking for a silver knight. And then we clashed as strangers up above, in ancient times a crossroads, now a cairn, and never knew till now what we had done. Where did these false reports come from? Asked Donald. Back then, there was a witch who lived nearby, her house a thing of mystery that moved from place to place, through thicket and through myth. Some dark whim of hers was to spread the lies. Eldest lady? What now? The gold knight turned to the silver. Her voice was distant and sad. Ah, friend, now that I remember, I would spend another eternity with you, trading harmless jabs. Like children at a game, just pretending. Until the world ends. But now we die for good. The young witch switched the rings the entombed knights wore. This helped the ghosts remember who they were and understand what happened when they died. Misled into killing each other at the crossroads where the cairn was erected, they had died strangers. Now they knew each other and themselves, and could know peace too. The ghost vanished, and Donald was alone again. But not every ghost was gone. As he left the chamber, Donald caught a glimpse of Wicked Anne standing by the tomb, gazing after Donald with hate in her eyes. Interesting. So the dialogue that we missed was this. Two leather coffins lay side by side in an alcove. Donald had no doubt that he was looking at the skeletons of the knights. One wore gold armor, the other silver, just like the phantoms above. Their gauntlets rested beside them with their swords, and their skeletal hands were folded over their breasts. Still have more to do here. Oh, what can ail thee? Did someone take your shovel and your garden rake? Sorry. Garden is above golden and skipped a line. Well, I've got this golden mace that I could give you in their place. You could beat somebody down and plant fresh murder in the ground. And if your victim would fight back, I also have this shield of silver, a word for which there's famously no rhyme. There's a ton of enemies. But luckily, with these fights, a lot of them just stand still. I don't think these three guys are going to move with the three guys down here guarding that chest. We have a little bit of time to work through it. Now there's one less. Keep us in the fight a little longer at least. Shield of the Silver Knight. So the plan here is to... We could take this guy out first. That's right, I didn't look at that either. Not quite enough to take him out, but at least he'll take one less attack this time. I shouldn't position in the middle like this, because then all three can attack me. I should come in from one side. I realized that when I put Not up here, but I still did it. So... They made a skip. Mace of the Gold Knight received. Oh, there's a whole path right there. I didn't even see that. Oh, that's why we can't move this turn. There we go. The Red Knight and our entourage were no more. More importantly, we got a few items. So the Tiny Ruby Talon Ring. Minus 3 hit points, recover 1 hit point per round. Only on Pharaoh. I think that would be fine. Well, it puts him at 6. I'm gonna give it to him just because we have it. I don't know, his equipment doesn't seem that good. Alright, Shield of the Silver Knight. So plus 4 armor class, minus 2 dexterity, requires 13 strength, plus 5% cold and fire resist. And Mace of the Gold Knight. Plus 1 attack bonus, 1 magic damage plus strength bonus of up to 4. 5% critical hit chance, does triple damage on crit. Successful hits inflict additional damage as per Not's spell Wallop. 5 to 9 normal damage chance when mobilizing target, requires 13 strength, minus 1 dexterity. Alright, that would give these both to Not. But first, Pharaoh gets a ring. I we leveled up. Fantastic. Alright, let's actually exit. What are we at? So, plus 1 strength isn't going to give us a modifier. I would not take this. An extra hit point might be worth it. Then tier 3 is pretty solid too. I guess I'll go to Swordplay 4. Again, we don't get a modifier for either one of these. But if we get down to tier 4 hauntings, we'll get an extra +1 modifier on Constitution between the two of these. This one I don't want that -2 attack bonus. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab this. And then spell-wise, I think I'll do Along an Icy Path. It affects a line 1/2 in front of caster, a 3 to 5 cold damage, base 60% chance of doing full damage, fortitude modifies, a -1 movement, base 50% chance of working, reflex modifies, and debuff lasts till enemy makes a successful reflex save. I don't think that's the best one. We have a couple. Where are these 0-cost spells at? Yeah, these two. Maybe Chalice of Night instead. It does cold damage, so it still fits the theme of my character. Which I really have been selecting spells based off that anyway. You can always do another summon. I don't know. It's a few options. I think I'm going to go with Chalice of Night, because it doesn't cost anything, and it does give us spell points back. It does a little bit of damage to us. We also gain 3 wisdom. Or do I want to get a heal? The debuff. Also restores spell points. Yeah, let's do Flush of Youth instead. Oh, I see. There's a door over there that I missed. Luckily, time doesn't move forward when you're in caves. Guess we need to go back to the inn. I forgot to mention, I did report the bug at the inn. And the developer responded very quickly and had hotfixed it within 3 hours of me reporting the bug. Ooh, Gloves of the False Knight received. What doth thou do? Alright, +1 armor class, +1 strength, -1 will, -10% all resistances except normal. Dishonor before death. Motto of the False Knight. Huh, that's funny. Alright. Well, that's pretty good. That gives us that +1 strength that I wanted. So we get the +4 modifier. Though it doesn't impact our damage because this caps out at up to 3. Might not even be worth it. But I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, that's right. Like, why does he have 6 health? Because we gave him the ring that reduces his health by 3. Well, that was fun. Alright, back to the inn. A quick save. And... what about now? Alright, we should be able to fast travel to the inn. Oh no, because I didn't... oh, you can't. Okay, well that's disappointing. We'll head back to the inn, and we'll probably visit it next time. But the issue we ran across should be rectified. But we'll find out for sure in the next one. Let's make the trek back. I'm gonna beeline there because, again, I'm afraid that if we don't visit it by nightfall, We'll miss our chance to speak with the messenger. You know what? Let's go in. The common room of the Bonnyjoy Inn was crowded. A few dozen souls sat at tables and on one another's laps, leaned on posts and slunk in corners, laughing, dancing, clapping, singing, falling asleep, and gossiping. The presence of all this human mirth at the very border of the wilderness might be surprising, but society is like a weed, opportunistic and fond of borders. For a moment, the lively scene made Donald feel a pang of loneliness. He remembered how things used to be in his village, before witchcraft, before he left. What it was like having neighbors and friends. Yeah, we can proceed past this point. Then Donald recognized a familiar face in the crowd. It was Jaram of the Grasses. Jaram saw him too. He said something to a young man sitting beside him. "Good people of the Bonnyjoy," the young man said, standing up. Jaram clenched his teeth and tried pulling him back down, but the young man ignored him. The crowd quieted down and listened. "There are 2 witches here. One, this man, Jaram of the Grasses, on his way to Res Ardor, the country of the gloomy furs. I thought I said first because of the exclamation point. 2, this one, the next protege of Eldest Lady herself. Let us drink, to witches. There may be a king in Dudau, but the Queen of the Woods is Eldest Lady." The room went completely silent. Udovians took their monarch very seriously. Besides, an unknown witch is not always a welcome addition to a party. Unperturbed, he went on. "That's right. 2 witches, 1 inn. Have you ever had 2 witches under this roof at once, innkeeper?" "I haven't been keeping track," said the innkeeper. "A shame. Write it down. Write all your stories down. Make a book of them. Start taking notes like this. 2 witches, 1 inn. First witch with a handsome friend. Second witch holding a gourd." You have to begin with something interesting, or no one will ever read it. "I hope no one ever does. Sit down, please. No more speeches." Jaram's friend did as he was told. The crowd began to talk again, but Donald still commanded the attention of some of them. "I am here on grim business," he declared. "I'm looking for a murderer." The inn quieted down again. If anyone knew anything, they didn't see this as an opportunity to step forward. Jaram motioned for Donald to come sit down with him and his boisterous companion. Neat. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time we will explore the Bonnyjoy Inn. Meet with some of these interesting fellows. I like his armor. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.